on BLITZ. It's time for our phone interview where we bring on Hayesville Lady Jackets basketball coach Chad McClure. Coach, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate your time, and this has been an incredible season for you and the Lady Jackets. You gone 19-2, 9-2 in the Smoky Mountain Conference. Is this season one that you and your girls envisioned, or has this exceeded your expectations?
I think we envisioned it. We sat down early in the season and set some goals that we knew that we could compete to win championships, and these girls have worked hard, and I think we set the bar high, and so far we're very pleased where we're at in the season.
And Hayesville is third in scoring, but the defense has been phenomenal at 39.7 points per game that you allow. Speak on behalf of your defense. I'm sure you can't say enough about the way that your team has really locked down the opposition.
Well, we really stress defense and the importance of defense, and we work on it, and we've got some great defensive players. You got Amanda Thompson who's a presence inside. She's a great shot blocker, and this team they work together. They communicate well, and we set a goal before every game. Each quarter we want to try to hold them to a certain amount of points, and they take pride in playing defense, which is why they're winning.
Yeah, and again, your defense ranks first in the conference, and as I mentioned, the offense is also third in scoring, so a healthy balance there. And again, the offense has been very outstanding with Megan McQuaid leading the way, 22 points per game. You got junior Amanda Thompson, who you just mentioned, chips in with 13 points and 10 boards per game. Those girls account for over 65% of your scoring, but just how special is Megan to this team, and how special of a year is this that she's having?
Megan's she's a great player. She's a great person, and she's good because her team makes her that way. We've got a lot of kids that have accepted roles to help us become the team that we're at right now. Megan, she gets a lot of steals, and she gets out in transition, and we get rebounds and look to push the ball ahead. This team just works together great. We just happen to have a couple that are having great years.
Yeah, and a good career for her as well. She's surpassed 1,000 points, I believe, last year as a junior, which is very impressive. And now your team is state-ranked as high as number 2 during this season, after going 14-0 and 6-0 in conference to start the season. How do you feel your girls respond to the pressures of being, ranked that high and being the team that has the bullseye on the back?
Right. We've talked a little bit about that. We don't put too much emphasis on rankings. We try to take it a game at a time, and we do talk about that. We're getting a lot of notoriety and press, and how to handle that, and that people are going to give you their best shot. And we just got to stay focused and keep our attention on those goals we set forth at the beginning of the season.
Right, and your only 2 losses so far have come against Robbinsville and Cherokee, teams that you actually beat by 11 points in both instances the first time through, but then you lost 9 and by 7 points respectively the second time around. What do you take from those losses? I mean, it's got to be a little frustrating losing the top seed in the conference as a result of those two games right there.
Yes, that Robbinsville and Cherokee are great teams. We play in a very tough conference. Both teams very well coached, and it's, we had difficult scoring nights, both nights. I felt like we played good enough defense both times to give ourselves a chance. We just had trouble scoring, and, that happens sometimes.
Yeah, and now, Coach, last question for you, and then we'll let you go, but we mentioned Megan McQuaid, 1,000 career points for her. You brought in a transfer from our local Towns County, a junior guard, Stephanie Patton. She earlier this season also surpassed 1,000 points. That's pretty special having 2 players of that magnitude on your team. She's our reigning player of the year here on BLITZ and averaged over 20 points per game at Towns County. Talk about the opportunity you have in gaining her on this team and what role you feel that she will play in the future of the program.
Stephanie is a great person. She's a very good basketball player. She moved over here, mid-season, which is tough sometimes for a team, tough for that player. But I think her and our team have done a very good job of trying to figure out how to make this work. She's doing a great job learning our system. That I've got girls that have been here 4 years that know everything, and it took a long time to learn it. And she's doing a great job. Having so many great players is the coach's dream. Look forward to what the future holds for this team.
Well, Coach McClure, again, thank you very much for your time on Blitz, and we just really appreciate it and wish you the best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate you having me.
Anytime. Thanks, Coach. When we come back, we'll have some highlights to share with you and our Player of the Week award.